Hey everyone, welcome back to the stream. We're here with the East Orlando Chamber at Guacamole Mexican Grill, and we're having lunch here today after we do all these interviews. We are actually the last one, so it's a good thing. So I want to make sure that you're heading out here. So we are in East Orlando area, Waterford Lakes, kind of in between Stony Brook and Avalon Park. Uh, Best damn exit. And I will say this: come in, ask for the carnitas. More importantly, ask for the birria, which is yeah, birria. It's these tacos. Life changing. Birria. It's life changing. Life changing. Life changing. Um, and so they are sponsoring us today, and we're having a great time here. We want to see everybody at 12:30 when we start eating. So we want to make their time here worthwhile. With me, and normally we don't see interviews like this, right? It's usually a chamber member, right? not the chamber. And usually who talks the most is going to be Andrew, right? Because that's, kind of like the face of it. Today we have Amy. I've known Amy since 2021. Yes. Yeah, we started at BNI together. And over that time, I got to know her over successive changes in her career, but also, animals too. So from llamas to ice cream and those two things. Yes. So, Amy, tell the world about yourself a little bit. Because she used to, and I point out animals for a specific reason, and she'll tell you why. So tell me.
Okay, so what you might not know about me, I worked at SeaWorld for 30 years. I retired in 2019. And when I worked at SeaWorld, I did all the theatrical, lighting, audio, video for every single show. So I knew absolutely everyone in the park and every animal. I got to have some amazing experiences and made some amazing connections.
You never got in waters and those things like that? You got close behind the scenes, but not like in with...
Well, I did do 10 dolphin interactions at Discovery Cove.
Oh, okay.
Because they needed people that they needed guinea pigs, and I was a great guinea pig because I can't swim.
You say yes. You'll say yes. That's the one thing about Amy. She'll say yes.
Yes. So, but yeah. And so at SeaWorld, I took a lot of classes, and I excelled at customer experience. Yeah. I got yelled at all the time because it was raining. And how do you make that turn into a good thing?
Yeah.
And so I utilized all those skills with you guys.
Yeah.
So I love meeting new people. Cool. I love connecting them and seeing how I can help you.
Yeah. And I remember when we met, like I said, at a BNI, and I remember when the conversation was like, should Amy, we were thinking about Amy coming into the chamber and stuff like that. And I was like, heck yeah, man. Because what you do is really help people connect. And I appreciate that because that's the hardest part when people do come to the chamber. There's like this mind. It really depends on size, right?
Yes.
Like what kind of impact they want to make. So it depends on their size, right? So they come to the chamber, and I see this all the time. My name is Airton. I'm with ADP and also an ambassador.
Right.
And that's kind of how I look at my first role, ambassador.
And that's how my first role was.
Yeah, that's right. It was ambassador. It's the ambassadorship. And so people will come to the chamber, and there's like this mindset of like I paid an amount, and like they sit back and cross their arms kind of situation. So now that you're here, because you worked for a group that was part of the chamber, ambassador, now you're in the chamber. What's the biggest thing that you've seen to say, hey man, I want to make an impact. How do I do that? Step one. Like, what would be the first thing you do?
So I always like, are you saying that you just joined the chamber?
Yeah, I just joined the chamber.
You just joined the chamber?
You're advising me, like, you showed me all the activities, and I'm like, wow, it's overwhelming, but
yes,
I want to get out there. What's the first steps that I should take to, like, get in there and to really make the most of the membership?
Make the most?
Yeah.
Well, besides attending Member Academy, which is always the fourth Tuesday of the month, that's like a month.
Gotcha.
Because you get all the stuff in the back end.
That's the fourth Tuesday of the month, and that's at the chamber office. Correct.
There's always about 20 new people there. So if you're scared to meet people, you're meeting 12 in a small, intimate setting.
Gotcha. Okay.
And so you can talk a little bit about your business, but then you also are working in your business.
Yeah, yeah.
So I used to, when I worked, where I was employed there, I was always at because it was my way of working on the computer, working on my business
Right.
through that. So that's step one. Step two is to try out everything at least once. Attend every coffee club because you don't know where you fit in.
Yeah, so let me talk about coffee club. We have one coming up this Thursday.
This Thursday.
Right, 8:30. Coffee's on me. I'm just saying.
At Bonefish Grill.
At Bonefish Grill here at Waterford Links, and it's at 8:30. And there's sometimes where I'll talk to people and they're like, well, that event doesn't sound like something I would do, or that's not in the vicinity of,
right.
Or those kind of things. If I'm new, why do you say like try them all? And I'm just like, man, I'm a business owner. I don't find the time. It's like, how does that conversation happen?
So it depends. Like some businesses are I can only work in this area.
Gotcha. Okay.
So if you're one that can only work in this area, I get to know you and find out which coffee club or which area works best for you. So our coffee clubs are actually where most of our sales people are. So if you're at that level, or say you're like, hey, I really want to get in front of the big dogs or like the owners, I'm like, well then maybe you want to change and look at one-to-one luncheons.
Yeah.
And because you're like, well, I only have so much time. I go, well, go to a luncheon. It's a concentrated. It's at lunch. You got to eat anyways.
Yeah.
You always got to eat. And those at that have the decision making. But then what I also say is get to know an investor like you, or get to know like me, and I'll see who you want to meet. And that's the thing. You have to be able to say, open up and say, I am really looking for this. Don't say, okay, I'm a realtor and I'm looking for anyone that wants to buy a house. No,
we have a lot of them, right?
Right.
What differentiates? Yeah.
You need to say, I want to sell houses to single women that just left their husband. You know what I mean? Like something like that. Like you go.
That's a chaotic situation, right? And I would like a counselor too.
But see, then I'm like, okay, so that's who you're targeting. That's your specific person.
Yeah.
Let me introduce you to my divorce attorneys.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Because now they're at the divorce attorneys.
Yeah.
Okay, well now, you know what? Maybe let's introduce you to some probate people too.
Yeah.
So with that, you can determine who you really need to meet.
Very much so. Yeah, and you know what? You brought up something interesting. It surprises me because there's sometimes I'll sit with this. I love being an ambassador for that reason. And I remember the first days of being an ambassador, I would walk in and I'd check in. I didn't really know people and stuff, but Dorothy would be like, grab me, and she'd go, Airton, walk this person around, and I'm looking at them, and I don't know many people, right? But I knew who to talk to about specific things. It surprised me how many people come in to what we do, and they just don't know, right? They just don't. Like, I want to sell something to who? Like, first of all, what are you selling to who? We're all here for the same reason. It's for networking. All right,
making money, and you want to.
You want to make this worthwhile over time, right? So yeah, that's huge. Like, we're joking about the counselor part of it, but there's so many other. If you start from the center of that wheel, like all these spokes on this hub that you can reach out to. Okay, so now I'm in it. I've come out to a few events. I've kind of learned my way around it. What's the next steps for me as a member? Like, I'm still within my year too, right?
Okay, so you're still within your year. Sign up for one of these. Testimonial Tuesday. We do 3 interviews. There's 3 options the first Tuesday of the month, right here.
Yeah.
And you get 30 minutes of options just like that.
Yeah.
So someone else should be here.
You could be here and I could be interviewing you.
Exactly.
Right. Or earlier, right? Here's 30 minutes. And the cool thing about that is that I tell people, they're like, well, I don't know who's watching online. Those are the video. You have 30 minutes of really. Yes.
I listened to Mary. They're saying video. But now it's tape and then put it on. And you can put it versus.
And so, for example, we are one that's here in tomatoes in between Stony Brook and Rockwood. Great time to here is a, maybe you're a restaurant, you're gonna see this, right? Well, here is how many hours we get here. Right? We're just like a function of that. So, I've been able to turn it into conversation with right? Just conversation with what I do. Payroll workers' comp, retirement benefits, health benefits, no matter the size of the company. But it's an important one where you're using the resources to this. The other word I would say, I'm gonna jump in here, depending on the level, you get the right level.
Yes.
Planning for the Tell about that.
Okay, so the expo is, I think, our largest event.
No, I know about
And it's our event where every single
it.
is August 21st. The
It is. It's
5 to 7. 7 to 8. And
5 till 8.
That's fine. Okay, so.
And I just got to go down.
That's why I go.
And so it's if you take over the whole entire and we take over the whole entire. Last year we had 175 tables. This year we increased it. So we can have up to 125. We have members that have already signed up because they are enrolled for pilot.
And this is already part of your membership.
It's included.
So it's included. If you have a whole membership, you pay the board, you know right so ahead of time. So we're on the same.
Yeah.
And so you can set the capacity, like, how many people attend? Well, last year, we had 500 guides and 500 lives and passed out. So we right now, within the first hour, I was right there. That was should have had. But, you know, it's great to know.
Yeah.
An hour and a half, we were gone, like, we had a perspective.
Absolutely.
And yes, the regular, like, yeah, they're like, oh, we didn't get to it. Here's where a lot of that is involved. It's very, very short. So, right, we're like, you open it up, right, there's a group member alternates. So that's just.
They're already there, right? They're 175, 100 people that are already there.
And then on that we have borders, we have side companies, we have polo, we have lawyers, we have everything. Then some people are like, well, who else is that? That's something that so when you get you can get whoever it is, that's part of the life. But that's how many different people that are. So you pass out, I don't even pass out.
I make sure that your clients, I know a lot of it's clients that were not piece of it. Two, being
So and that's where five is a median. Anywhere, so that's why it's like.
no, it's just it's a huge opportunity, like it's a big part of what I was too. I've been there for free drinks because you'll see me ahead of time because I have something set up and low, right? I need to throw, I don't get paid. I'll do a free drink.
So, one of the other things about this festival, we have an amazing right?
Yeah.
Most friendly as you can't
Oh, no, I agree.
and you have to get whatever it's up. And that's for the expo, and it's always an overprice. Either it's like $20 for the soggy buns. And what makes us different is any of our restaurants or papers that are golden above, they set
You get shot, you get to when I put out with you guys.
they pass out samples, so not only are you checking out the tables and and then the DoubleTree their cookies out there, and then the DoubleTree also puts out their spread back to back, so literally you do that
Let's talk about the calendar. So this Wednesday we have tomorrow. Correct. This Wednesday. Next level real estate trade. So this is presented by the Chamber. The Walking Brews and the Vista from 5 to 7. Alright, get there early, get your card in. We have more. We have now we're prizes to give out for sponsors. Come out. You need to build a toolbox. If you don't buy 2 boxes, and you operate in the business. Hours from 5 to 7. So if you haven't registered, EOCC.org. All the data we're talking about, all the sellers, the alcohol shelters, will be registered. So that one is there tomorrow. There is so many we have the 2025 legislative process. This is where you get a chance to go. It's really good at 8:30 to 10 a.m. This was a little more. Somebody sort of would say, "Wow, I'm tell about this." It's a good idea. This becomes a bigger part of it.
So this one is the legislative account, and so we bring in, if I remember correctly, we bring in. And we're gonna see what's actually you see what's going, you know, there's so many things being said, and you're like, I don't know if it's true, but that's really what's going on. Instead of watching what social media is saying, we're actually
Hear from the horse's mouth.
and we are, it's going to be, Democrats talking on one side, and Republicans saying, and they were just going to how they are trying to get what it's like to be, get the real.
Here's not better opportunity for you to help. We have Justin was speaking earlier, right? So we have groups within the community now. The chamber is just about not just about meeting. Some of the people in the chamber that need to see the here's an opportunity to leverage the voice. You know, scholars, my area. But here's the opportunity because it fits my business, right? And so I want to make sure that I get heard in my business, right? I work for one, but locally now I'm in my area. I'm sorry. And how many more? That to me is like the next step. So, case number, we did everything. You went with, I get introduced to a few people now. Being part of the community. That's a good ratio. Which is first, Paul.
Okay, so my favorite fall that I got in November was what's the weather gonna be like? We're burning down. I think I might have been wrong. I think I told him my grade.
Yeah, wear a coat.
So, to be honest, we don't have that. We do know, access very much, so give a really, they come to the shore office, we grab all of our you know, what restaurants share, and get calls like, hey, I am struggling with my bookkeeping. We have to get the list together for our group, and we don't pick favorites, we just, here's the ones that are.
You know, what's interesting is that people ask me why differentiate. You know what joining a chamber speaks to? If you just trying out these spaces, or if you're just trying it out, the last thing you're going to spend your investment on is this, right? Because like anything with networking or that building community, it takes a while, right? It takes a while to find the right people to build a business out there. So the other part is that the chamber is really good phone numbers on the chamber website, right? People Google 80 my phone number is I get it. Okay. Yeah.
407.
Yeah, so, look, the chambers are, okay, my team's sorry, this is live. So, my phone number is 689-310-738. So, if you have any questions, hey, I'm thinking about payroll, I'm using payroll, or, medical benefits, right? Setting up 401ks, right? I build a bus, don't drive it. I'll get you with a, but using the chamber, I'll get you with a financial deal. Like Eric, right? I'll give him the keys so he can drive the bus, right? Those are partnerships that we make. So again, Eric's on the 689-310-738. Yes.
I feel like I should do that my number.
Sure. 80 at the chamber.
407 277 551. You know what?
But what I was saying is, so now, that, like, because they work up for, like, payroll, because of the reach of the chamber's website, mine is in top. To that, we're also, they're also going to also work with
So, Central Florida. So, so like 20
So that must be the investment side of it. Like, you're listening to software using it, and you want
Friday flyers.
Friday flyers.
That's how I put out. I would say last Monday. Yeah, that way, in case you missed the deadline, we know people will forget. So I put it on the calendar last Monday of the month, and it can be any. Like, we have, they're having, some summer specials, like, people watching, that's why I was like, the first Monday, that is something wrong with the photo,
Yeah, okay, Tom, we're here at Buck Movement School here in Houston. So we're doing a lot here, and I still think it's not here. But we're at the Buck Movement School. Fire. It slaps. I'm speaking to you. Yeah, it is not we come out. The purpose of the school is to highlight you get let's bring the chamber to member restaurants and you can't make it. So if you're out there, you're like, I don't know, you should help a restaurant. Yeah, there'll be the opportunity. You just have everything. So when the organizations on the outside come to us or come to the chamber and say, hey, who do you use for this or this or this? Like, that's an Amy call where she's kind of using the wall. And also that comes down to who you know better because they spend more time getting to know you.
you know, some members don't know this. Anytime you give us a it makes it to us. So we're actually I'll make it back. And then someone else makes it.
I can tell you I get that because it was a workout place. Workout. And I've been here ever since. Yeah, and I've been here ever since.
I'm still scared of that. I'm gonna do it.
You should
Yes.
I think it's great. I think there's room for 20 minutes. Overall, the goal of these things is either basketball and we want to put opportunities so that we can it's so important. First of all, we get to go over the so we have tomorrow, Wednesday, 5 to 7, lock and move. Thursday morning, so all officials are for lakes from 8:30 to 9:30. We have a 13th. Recap. We have a written plan. That's really good too. Like you need to process it, but you're new to us, right? You need to work. Wednesday, this is At Those Fish Grill, we have the lunch. That was from 11:36 on AI. That was given out by Vladimir. I'm gonna start doing AI. It's getting loud in here only because we're about to have lunch. Impose upon table or not, get your table. Just call it. Let us know. But then you're waiting last minute to get a call saying business expert first. Double treat. There's these other, I know, there's these other small business expos that come through. And how much do you charge for this? To fully operational, that's again, our time is 8 you can reach it 689-310-238 or Google we'll be here.